All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Fatima, and I'm back to do a channel message for the fire signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Please give the video a thumbs up, um, like I said, share, subscribe. My information is available. I can be reached, and my information is in the description box. I couldn't get all that out. Fire signs, y'all energy. Yo, I swear it was like this is the third attempt and a whole nother energy that I keep trying to tap into um when it comes to the fire signs. The first one I deleted and erased by accident. The second one, the sound went out and I had to charge my little microphone or whatever. This third one, I got the microphones charged. Now, the crazy thing is, I had a second one as a backup already charged, but for some reason, they wanted to interact together, and so they both had shut down for a minute. So I was just like, F it, took a little quick break and regrouped. Message, all right? So, fire signs, fire signs. What the hell is going on, fire signs? Overall, your energy is you're doing good, fire signs. I see you focusing on your health. You're focusing on yourself. I see you aware of yourself. Okay, you know your worth, fire signs. You know you a diamond. You know you rare, right? You know you would be a great asset to whoever you come across. However, fire signs, and please take the message how it resonates. Keep in mind, energy is fluid, so the energy can be interchangeable. If you are a female watching, the energy can be for a masculine and vice versa. So it doesn't matter what gender you are, the roles can be reversed. I'm just reading the energy. I am here as a guide, as an intuitive reader, as an intellectual reader. I represent all the queens in one. I'm here with in my Empress energy, just guiding you based on the energy that I'm reading. So take me as a sign out there in the universe that's just watching the game. I am watching the game. Okay? Keep your eye on the prize, fire signs, and watch. Peep game, okay? When we're looking at self, okay, your angels want you to seek the divine because they want to support you. And this message is consistent. It's pretty consistent. It's just the actions are changing up a little bit. And so I'm flowing with the energy, okay? So now you need to have faith in whatever moves that you are trying to make. So remove your doubts and any questions that you are having when it comes to your prosperity, because whatever you're doing, you will be prosperous and victorious. Lord have mercy, you will be victorious. I think it got something to do with Sagittarius, but we're gonna see, because that's where you at, right? Mercury. Okay, so it's okay to feel whatever it is that you feel. Remember that, okay? Take the time to keep focusing on yourself. You have the right to feel anything that you feel. Remember, though, you got a right to be happy, because I do see you healing, right? You're healing from a lot of damn toxicity. There is a strong need to detach, because I feel that with the fire signs, you're very powerful, right? You know your power. But there's so many people pulling off your energy. And this being the third reading that I did, I feel like each time that I tapped into the fire sign energy, I was trying to focus on whatever it is that I was manifesting. So the first one was about, I saw the fire signs focusing on their health, and your results will be phenomenal. Okay, so keep focusing on that. In the second reading, the energy of an ex started to come back up. Like, I feel the energy trying to keep They're trying to creep back in. Someone from the past. I feel someone, let me see, I think, is this a passport? Somebody could be from a foreign, distant land, right? Somebody's planning to travel. Somebody's making some travel plans, okay? When is this occurring? Sometime way off in the future. If you're wondering when you're going to connect with someone, I'm hearing Someone Like You by that song by Adele. Um, you're hoping something takes off, right? And then in a few months, maybe you're traveling to a distant land in a few months, okay? The spring is significant. You could be born in the spring because Aries is spring sign. Um, the previous message, the summertime came up. So that's where the Leo energy resides. I feel that there's a need to be patient. Whoever's trying to come back to you from your past, it's not going to happen in this lifetime. Whatever, whatever you left behind, whatever you healed from, okay, was meant to stay there. You are now attracting something new. This was a test of your faith and your spiritual strength. You're stepping out and on something new and you're embarking on a journey, but your ego, oh, that damn ego is not your amigo. This your stank friend. If this is your shadow side, your shadow is making you afraid to face your fears. So, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, face your fears. Okay. And on another note, let me go back to the next card because we're looking at self love, self healing here. It's always about the self, as long as the North Node is in Aries. So you need to look at who you are. What is your character about? Okay, why is your reputation trying to supersede your character? Your reputation is what others think of you. Your character is who you are to people. Your reputation is your public you. Who are you in the public? And who are you behind closed doors? Fire sign. Are you more powerful behind the scenes or are you more powerful in front of everybody? Are you the most powerful one amongst your peers? Wherever you work, whatever you do, how powerful are you, fire signs? Are you holding your balance? Are you holding your peace? Because I think you need to be very still at this time. I think you're moving too fast. You need to slow down. Slow down. There's a relationship here. I feel like somebody is ready to possibly just move in or just move out. Somebody's trying to go somewhere. I feel the Six of Swords is saying go to calmer water, right? I'm hearing anywhere but here. Somebody really wants to get away. They just want to get out and get away, but they feel stuck. They feel trapped, right? You're in a relationship with someone that is very toxic now. The relationship is very toxic. The relationship with yourself at this point, therefore, is toxic because you're not giving to yourself and you're giving to others too much. And you're just out here stepping on a wing in the prayer. You're just out here living carefree, right? You're letting yourself wander spiritually, just freely, but you need to think before you act. You need to have patience. Patience is required in whatever this is that you want. When it comes to love and a divine partner, you need to be patient because there are some things that need to be revealed to you. Fire sign. Because fire sign is like, whew, fire signs are very tempted. Okay, when it comes to the Sagittarius, they like to go. You can't keep them steady. Ain't no stopping the fire signs. Once that spark is lit, they off. They taking off, right? but there's something that you are trying to manifest. Well, look at it. Look at what you are attracting. Pay attention to the energies that you are inviting in, that you are allowing around your spirit. You need to be the energy that you want to attract. This what you're trying to attract? Toxicity. Because honey, let me tell you, you need to pay attention to your decisions. Your decision making skills is a little bit toxic at this time, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. See, you need to get balanced because you're multitasking. You're taking on a lot of different elements and a lot of you're doing a lot of different things. I feel like you can handle it though. You can, but as a boss, as a leader, the Aries energy, the Aries is the boss. The Aries is telling me um, that you are in position to delegate authority. Because I feel like at work, you're doing everything. You're doing all the work here. In this relationship, this dynamic, I feel one person is doing more than the other. There needs to be a need for balance. If you are looking at this from an aspect of self, there's no significant other, and you're just healing from the past, okay, be patient. 1133, master yourself is the number of 11. Aquarius energy, house of groups, wishes, hopes, dreams, helping others, being of service, right? Acts of kindness, generosity, older siblings. If you are one of the older siblings in your family and you're healing from a family issue, um, make sure you are healing yourself from your issue with your family, and you're not taking on the whole burden of the whole damn family. You see what I'm saying? You got to do the cooking and the cleaning, and you sending emails, and you got the baby over here in a little carrier. You cooking with somebody looks at you like you Superwoman. You just do it all. You handle everything, but I feel like you need to take time and get balance and nurture yourself. Okay. Now, I feel like you're very hard working. You are a master at whatever it is that you do. Everything you do touches the gold. It manifests instantly because you are the fire sign, right? You're very powerful. You're very lucky. This is an auspicious time for you. You just need to be careful with what it is that you're choosing to entertain. Okay? Choices matter. Okay, now let me flip this to the relationship. And so take this how it resonates. My voice is just doing all kind of cracking and whatever. You need to have courage, right? And face whatever this demon is within you. There's something that is just lying in you, waiting to come out, waiting to be reborn, rebirthed. Something you want to start anew in something. I feel someone from your shadow. Someone is lurking in your shadow. Someone is in your shadow. I feel like there are three energies that are around you in your shadow. I also see you packing for the trip. See, you're taking this trip abroad, overseas, wherever this is that you're going to. I see you packing a bag. Also, I see somebody packing a whole bag. Because I was hearing Single Again back on the prowl. I was also hearing Super Freak by Rick James. I don't know what the hell Fire Signs is doing, but I see somebody on the prowl. Mm, 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 tiptoeing. Somebody got a sneaky link because I see this Knight of Wands. See, the Knight of Wands is your part-time temporary night lover, the one you be in the mood for. See, the glare is there's a lot of hate and energy. There's a lot of energies that's trying to interfere with this person that's trying to go out and do their thing. But I feel there's a cock blocker. I'm not enabling. I'm just channeling the message. Okay? Somebody is ready to go and be with someone else. Somebody else is grinding their gears. Somebody else make your juices flow. Put it like that. I feel like someone needs to be careful and don't be naive now. Don't be tricked out of your abundance because this is your time fire signs. And you must align. You have a lot of major hitters here. You have the temperance, the fool, the lover. So there's potential for a brand new beginning in love. However, and you need to continue to keep putting in that work. If you're trying to manifest it, then make sure all of your elements are in alignment. Now, in other news, I feel some time ago, if you look at the calendar, someone may have done some spell work. Okay? Once upon a time. They're having a hard time getting rid of somebody because they keep coming back. Someone is attached to them. That's why these 3 wands are here when it comes to the lovers. That's 2 sixes. And these 6s keep wanting to come out. I've been seeing double and triple 6s every time I've connected with other people on a spirit level. Okay? So this is telling me that there are people around you, whether they're family, friends, co-workers that are toxic. Somebody in your work environment around you could be you. I'm not I ain't I'm not judging. I'm just reading the energy. Somebody's creeping. There's 3 people involved. I see 3 other spirits. I see somebody's moving around with 3 other spirits. Now I could say it's an Aries, Leo, and a Sagittarius. Somebody going somewhere. Somebody packing a whole bag. Somebody's packing a bag for a trip also. I see 2 different energies here. If we're looking at lovers, okay, you got one that's a masculine, one that's a feminine. So one is a Queen of Wands, that's Aries energy. One is a Knight of Wands, that's Sagittarius energy. The Leo, though, is in the ego part. Because the Leo loves to do what they love to do. Leo loves to have games. They like to play. It's Leo's world, right? Leo says to have courage. Do you? I feel like somebody has a strong tie to someone that they feel stuck to. Whether this is in the physical, the emotional, mental, or spiritual. Earlier, the cards were saying that somebody's either physically, spiritually, mentally, or emotionally codependent, because this speaks about codependency as well. I feel somebody has a soul tie. Somebody has a lover attached to their damn hip, spiritually, at all times. Somebody is always watching. I feel somebody wants to get out and go, right? And they like, fuck it. Because the fool card is saying that you're just carefree. Whatever happens, happens. It's going to be what it's going to be. I'm just going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to hope for the best. And da 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 da. That's a good way to look at it, right? But it's just going to follow you if you don't do the work. Somebody's willing to suffer the consequences of their actions and they don't care. This is the mindset. They don't care what happens. They're willing to suffer the consequences. But I feel like Spirit is telling you to be patient. I feel somebody wants to rush. It could even want to rush into a relationship or rushing to get married. Now let's talk about why. Why you need to be patient. Because you've already been through heartbreak. Okay? You're still processing the healing, the hurt, the pain from before. You may have been married or committed before. Okay? Your fortune depends on your decisions at this time, right? Because you were meant to be prosperous. So what God blesses, no man can curse. But you can be tempted at any time because the Sagittarius is out here to tempt you. It's Jezebel out here. She on the prowl. The Temperance with the Devil card, that is Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. So we have to look at the beliefs, the program, the tradition, or the restriction. Why do you feel restricted? Why do you feel untrustworthy? We got 3 mirrors here. So that's telling me that this is what you need to look at. Why do you think you are unworthy when you need to see yourself as worthy and not look outside for validation? Right? Because this came up in the energy for the fire signs earlier. Okay? Comfort zone. You're comfortable at this point. You should not be with looking at yourself as unworthy or anything less than seeing yourself as valuable. Okay? I feel like you were a victim in the past, but you're victorious. You are not what you've been through. You don't even look like what you've been through. You've been through some dark times. You had to take a lot of time to heal. It took patience to learn to love yourself. You're still focused. You're driven. I feel like you're mastering yourself. I feel like you're focusing on the things that you want. And I think you just want peace and happiness. I don't feel like you're ready for a new relationship if you are single because you're still healing from the heartbreak. There was a lot of things done to you spiritually. I'm seeing Nine of Wands energy because I know you've recovered from a lot. Okay, you've been through a lot of trauma. You were in a lot of traumatic bonding relationships with people that were superficial when it comes to love, when it comes to the offer. Cause see, this Knight of Wands, he doesn't stay long. He's non-committal. If this is work, this person is in and out, it's business minded. Yeah, you can mix business with pleasure as long as there is a understanding outline in whatever contract that there is pleasure out of the business, because you could be doing business with somebody and it can be fun from it. You know what I'm saying? For others, business with pleasure, you know what that is. You don't want to mix that when it comes to a relationship, a love relationship. Um, I feel like someone is still searching for their self. They're looking for their true self. I think they're having to face this shadow and it's just taking time. All right? Somebody's not ready to be single. They're not ready to be committed because the devil energy is here. This is telling me somebody still needs to heal. The Knight of Wands with the devil energy, that is telling me somebody is absolutely, positively non-committal at this time because they have other obligations, contractual agreements. They have other tasks. I feel someone multitask. They do a lot of different things. I feel someone could, if you're a single parent, I feel like you wear a lot of hats and you keep things running. You keep things smooth. You run a tight ship. So when it comes to you making your plans and your practical side of you, the Capricorn is saying to take a minute and look at your shadow. What toxic patterns do you need to cut? Because these patterns are what is causing you to attract and manifest the low vibrational behavior. So, what are you entertaining? What vibration are you calling in? Because that is what you are manifesting. So, if you want something that is true, excuse me, true, solid, stable, something long term, then I think that the best option is to master yourself. Continue to work on self. I feel one person is a Queen of Wands. She's in her boss energy, right? But the fear is what's causing this person. He fears rejection. This person has been rejected a lot. This Knight of Wands. I feel someone is intimidated by this Queen of Wands energy because the Queen of Wands is an Aries energy. Okay, when you're looking at the King of Wands, that's more Leo energy. This Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. This one is the player though. He gets the bad rep as the player, and then he's coming out with the Devil card behind him. So he's a player for the heaven layer. So he thinks. Okay, but he's non-committal. I feel like in order for you to be with this person, you're going to have to relocate. There is some distance between you and the person from your past. Somebody wanted to play games. They gave you mixed signals, right? They weren't forthcoming, so therefore they were manipulative. So they intended to do that. That's what you have to continue to realize. But you ain't got to continue to, you know what I'm saying, like that. Once you get the understanding, the overstanding, and the understanding, you ain't got to stand in that ain't got to stand nowhere in your way no more. Okay? So now is the time that you want to face your fears. Um, but just be mindful to look before you leap. Think before you act. Because fire signs, if you are an Aries, if you are predominantly fire in your chart, okay, you definitely need to think before you act. Because the Fool card is saying, I'm hearing everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rules. I feel like if you're hoping for, if somebody is gambling, because I see someone is playing a game, someone is gambling, I see you getting a return on your investment, but be mindful, okay, that you don't overdo it. Know when to hold them and know when to fold them, and know when to walk the heck away. Take your shillings and get the getting, okay? That glare, something about that glare. All right, so in the relationship, something was a trauma bond. It was not a true connection. There was some fears and insecurities that were at the foundation of the relationship that I'm picking up on. Spiders are a good sign. However, this is telling you somebody is under the manipulation. Your actions, fire signs, because you rule over the actions. Your actions are based on your influences, what you're being told and what you feel, what you believe, your emotions is what's influencing your career choices, your choices in relationships, your choices with friends and people around you. I think this is the time when you need to be very choosy. You need to be very selective about your energy, fire sign. Okay? You focus on the future. Okay? You're not really focused on the toxicity. But someone is in a toxic and abusive relationship. And that's not going to get any better. Because you got somebody that is operating full force in their shadow. If somebody did some spell work, I feel like someone is dealing with the shadow aspect of the person that they did the spell on. So someone is receiving karma for their manipulation. I see somebody hooking up with someone else. Someone is stepping out. See, someone has this Knight of Wands energy. This motherfucker is on the move again. I see Sagittarius is showing me that somebody is out here visiting another home, visiting another house. There is a lot of instability in this home because somebody feels like they're not good enough. Somebody has low self-esteem, low self-confidence, low self-worth. Somebody does not feel worthy of true love. They don't love themselves. So this is why they keep letting people use and abuse them. it is time for this particular person, okay, to be aware of the energy that they are in, because that is a dark path, okay? You need to be mindful of which way you're headed. There's 3 doors. There's 3 doors here. 3 of Wands. There's 3 choices that you are considering. I think you need to be very strategic. Oh my goodness, did I mess that word? Strategic. Put that in the ghetto dictionary for the Mercury sign. I feel you need to be very strategic. The springtime came out, which reminds me that there is a retrograde coming up March 5th to April 7th. So whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, if you were born in March, that would put you in Aries, right? You're making a decision. Yeah, be wise with the decision that you make, because you're making travel plans. I do see protection. So you're good for some of you. For others, I feel like someone needs to really think before they act. I would think twice if I were you. I see somebody think ahead. Always think a few steps ahead, you know. Don't let nobody trick you. I see somebody's turning a trick too. I see somebody's really good at pouring drinks, making drinks. Somebody's having a good time out at a party. Could be a house party. No, not the Players Club. But somebody could be watching the Players Club. Pay attention to your surroundings. Be wise in these choices that you make. Okay, I see the bunny, which is telling me the Empress has the bunny too. So this is telling me that you also have protection. Somebody needs to wear protection as well, because this Knight of Wands energy, there are consequences for your decisions. I hear that song again. Why is this like the running theme song when it comes every time this Capricorn energy pops up? Keep it on the download by R. Kelly and the Isley brothers and Ron Isley. Nobody has to know. This creeper energy has been popping up sporadically throughout the day with all the readings that I was doing. So fire signs, I see you focusing, but for somebody else, I see somebody with the shits. Okay. Yeah, I see somebody like whatever happens with us. Okay, Sarah, it'll be whatever it's gonna be. I see somebody living freely, spiritually. Um, it is like, well, I'm thankful I met you. I'm thankful for the connection we had. You know, it basically like it was fun while it lasted type of energy. When you come together with this person and you feel like really in alignment, you feel like you feel some type of connection, right? Be mindful because it's lust. Something is just a hookup. It's just an illusion. But in the end, this person will turn out to be abusive and toxic because they were just a hookup. A person that values you will take their time A person that values you doesn't need to use you. I feel somebody needs a loan in the future because if you're looking at Aries energy, that's banks, um, investments, retirement, where you put your money, basically. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody is in need. They're trying to borrow some money. Right here until the 15th. That's what I hear. This is off in the distant future. I feel somebody's going to come to you in the form of needing to vent, needing to get some stuff off their chest. So the Devil card reminds you not to, when you are amongst groups, mind your ego. Somebody has a reputation out here. I feel like the time has come for you to part ways with this person because something is like a trauma bond now. It's very toxic. It's a toxic lover. Because you got the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Devil card, because that's telling me that there is a toxic third party energy. This could be somebody that you work with in some type of way. If you work from home, or you could live together. That is the restriction. You live with someone. Someone lives with someone. The spider is telling me that something is a good sign. When you see the spider, just know that is a good omen along your journey. All right. I feel like it's okay to feel what you feel. Feel it so that you can heal from it. Mind your ego though. Your ego is telling you, fuck it, I'ma just go do it. But you need to stay grounded. Don't be out here spending your money recklessly. Don't be out here buying things on an impulse. Take care of your priorities and your foundation. Be mindful of who you swap energies with. Somebody's not ready to be in a committed relationship, okay? So someone needs to look at that in a relationship. Somebody is not ready for the next level of commitment. So there's some heartbreak that someone is still healing from because someone did not give equal give and take. Somebody was just a taker, 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 taker. Somebody is neglecting themselves because they are putting, I feel like somebody's being selfish because they're putting their needs before someone else's when it comes to someone cheating. Because somebody's not being honest, they're not being true. Okay? So maybe take some time to figure out what it is that you really want, because you're supposed to be happy regardless. Okay? See, don't make the right choice now. This is saying the wrong path. Now the characters on this deck, it's a love deck. The characters are just there for inspiration and entertainment purposes only. The person that made the deck, this wasn't made with the intent to say that this is happening to the characters on the cards. They are only on the cards to give you an idea, a depiction of the relationship, like the lessons that you learn from people that were together in the industry. So the relationship is a lot like these two here. Someone is still in a toxic cycle like that. So they went down the wrong path, but they met their match. Someone met their match, and they're dealing with a soul tie. Someone is dealing with a narcissist. And then you also need to look at if you're in a toxic, abusive situation. If you know someone is in a toxic, abusive situation and you've tried to help them, now at some point you need to just let go and help yourself, because then you start to involve yourself and it gets to be too toxic. A person that is for you is not going to make you feel stuck. It shouldn't feel codependent either. I feel like somebody pulls on your fears and insecurities by projecting their own onto you and other people. So I feel somebody is narcissistic for that. And they operate, yeah, out of low self-worth, low self-esteem. So when they get into relationships, the relationships that they get into are based on money, material possessions, um, and then they end up feeling restricted. They feel stuck. Someone needs to make the proper decision this time. But I'm hearing they have to wait. Someone wants to be free, but they have to be patient, because they can't just get out of a scenario because they want to. Yet someone is a single mom and she ain't got time for none of this. See, I see this person, whoever the single mom, she ain't got time for none of this shit. She not playing no games with nobody. I feel like some fire signs, you are not allowing anybody to interfere with your abundance, with your good fortune. I feel like you're taking on a lot of different tasks, right? Continue to stay focused on you. Let others make the decisions that they need to make, the best ones that they feel like they make for themselves. But you need to find your balance, stand in your power, use your strength, fight through your inner demons, right? Embrace your shadows. Um, don't let fear stop you. Go out in the world and be great. But if you are stuck to someone and you have not done your spiritual work, you have not healed, don't try to get into another relationship, because guess what? It's forbidden. That's where the temptation comes from. Look at this. The forbidden fruit. Somebody could be in a relationship, a partnership. Temptation, the devil, forbidden fruit. Don't be tempted by ideas of grandiose, because you're lucky. You have your foundation. You have your health. You have your wealth. You got a good head on your shoulders. You have a solid foundation. Be careful who you get in a relationship with, because a house with no peace is a prison. A relationship with no peace is a prison. Okay? Align with your true soul tribe. Align with those that are truly for you. Somebody is playing them type of games, okay? They're playing with that spell work. There is evidence. There's proof of somebody doing some spell work. I think you need to spend some time, like getting some information, because I'm seeing beware. I think you need to be careful with who you allow into your temple, your body, your spiritual body. Because I'm hearing super freak again. This is the person that you don't want to bring home to your family. If you can't see yourself bringing somebody home, or if you don't see yourself with this person permanently, if you are in a situation where you have a foundation, then it might not be best to get in a relationship or involved in any type of ship with a person where you can stand a lot to lose, because you worked really hard on yourself. The Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you've mastered yourself. You've mastered your mind. You know about spirituality. You're very aware. You see things for what it is, right? You can see past these illusions. You can see people wearing masks. You know it's false. So lead yourself down the proper path. I also need say the 23rd Psalm. See, I see somebody goes back and forth. And there's no true love. Somebody I heard her say, go ahead and say it. Somebody be out here messing around like a rabbit. They don't even take their time. They don't know what they're doing. Okay, so it is safe to say that the person is untrained in that department. They don't know what they're doing. But somebody feels entitled to your energy. Somebody feels a sense of entitlement and empowerment. I feel like this person thinks that you are theirs. You are their possessions. You belong to them. They feel like you are their property. Use your discernment, though. This person is, I feel this person, yeah, they met their match. Their ego is just as big as the other person's. There's a lot of money coming to you, fire signs. This came out in all the readings for the fire signs, and despite the messages interfering and stuff like that, I feel like um, that message about money coming keeps coming out. So maybe you need to go and play some numbers. Remember, don't let the enemy fool you. You've been there already. You've done that. If you're also gambling, like I said, know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away. Take your earnings and go. Release whatever so that you can receive whatever this is. Be silent, work in silence, move in silence. I feel like someone needs to get some information, become the student and get some information on I feel like somebody's trying to get information about spells. Be very careful and be wise, because I think if you're not knowledgeable in what you're doing, you can make a big mistake. And you don't want to open doors to things that you don't understand or that you don't have knowledge of, because if you're trying to keep someone, you're going to learn the lesson, and it's going to be really hard to get rid of that person. You want someone to love you, that person could turn on you and become so obsessively in love with you that they become jealous. You don't want a jealous lover. So now is the time to be honest and real with yourself and look at what you need to release. If there's a relationship that is, causing you to experience imbalances in life in whatever way, then you need to look at maybe considering parting ways with this person. Because, see, that's the second time I saw that message. It says, I know you don't deserve to be treated like this, but I'm acting out of a pattern of abuse. See, somebody is not healed in this abusive relationship. If our relationship is going to have such a negative impact on your mental health, maybe you're better off without me. See, it's saying it's time to let this go. Whatever this anytime a relationship gets toxic like that, it's time to release it. All right. And on that note, I'm not staying in this energy too long. For the fire signs that are doing their thing, continue to operate and go after what it is that you truly desire. For those of you that are having a hard time and you're still creeping around, you don't need to creep around nothing if you're not in a commitment. If you're not married to a person, then there's no need for you to think that you're stuck. Okay? So come out of victim mode and be in victorious mode. Okay? All right, fire signs. I'll holler at you later. Peace.